Hey friends, welcome back to my kitchen and welcome to the Recipe Therapist. So today it's all about Easter, folks. I'm going to introduce to you two fun recipes: my chocolate Oreo Easter truffles and my popcorn chocolate Easter bark. These recipes are going to be so fun to serve this holiday season. So let's get started. All right, so let's go over the ingredients of these Oreo truffles. So today we're going to be using some white chocolate chips that I have right here. I also have some pastel holiday sprinkles. I have some melting dark chocolate wafers here. I have some sea salt or pink salt, vanilla extract, block cream cheese, and a package of Oreo cookies. Now, as my secret ingredient, I have some Creme de Coco, which I'm going to be using only about a tablespoon, but it really enhances the flavor of this recipe. It is an option, but if you can use it, it does work best. All right, so what we have to do is take our Oreos and we have to crush them. So I'm going to be using my food processor today, but I just want to show you another option in case you don't have a food processor. What I have here is a freezer bag, a 1-gallon freezer bag. I put a couple of cookies at the bottom, and I'm going to take my meat cleaver and I'm just going to go like this, okay? And crush them up this way. You can see they're starting to get into fine crumbs. But if you have a food processor, this works best. So I'm just going to take all my cookies and I'm going to line this food processor. My food processor is big enough to fit the whole package, but I just want to kind of put them in there evenly. And then I'm just going to turn it on, and I'm going to begin to crush. Okay. I'm going to start out with a pulse, and then I'll do it longer. Just like that till they're all nice and crushed. Okay, so I've just about done crushing them, and come take a look. They look perfect. This is what we want. It took me about a minute or so, but you can see how they're nice and crushed up in there. So they're perfect. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to take this out and I'm going to begin to mix this with the rest of my ingredients, except for the chocolate and the sprinkles. So now we're ready to take our nice Oreo crumbs like that and add the rest of our remaining ingredients. So what I've done is I've taken my block cream cheese. I took it out about an hour ago so I can get room temperature, but I also had to put it in the microwave for about another 20 seconds just so I'm not wrestling with it when I'm mixing it into my Oreo crumbs. So I'm going to take my softened cream cheese. You can see it's nice and softened. And I'm going to add my vanilla extract, my salt, and my delicious Creme de Coco, okay? And I have a nice hearty spoon here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to press it into the crumbs, okay? I'm going to, mix the cream cheese back and forth with the crumbs until it all comes together. You're going to see it's going to come together really nicely, like a nice paste, and that's what's going to form the dough for our Oreo truffles. So this is what the dough looks like when it comes all together nice and combined. So now at this point, I'm ready to take my truffles and roll them up into little balls. So what I have here is a melon scooper, and I find it really convenient. I just go into the bowl like this and I press up against the side because the batter is really, really nice and soft. And I just take it like that and I just roll it like that, like a little ball, and I put it on my cookie sheet. Now, this cookie sheet is lined with a silicone mat. If you don't have one, you could use wax paper, but I will leave a link in the description box to buy one of these if you want. And I'm just gonna get ready to roll the rest of my Oreo truffles, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna dip them in chocolate with these sprinkles, and they're gonna be so good. So I just finished rolling all the Oreo truffles, and this is what they look like. This recipe makes about 40 to 42 Oreo bowls, And so what I have to do now is I have to take these and put them in the freezer because they have to harden up in order for me to dip them in the chocolate. And while they're in the freezer, we're gonna get going with our Easter bark. All right, so let's go over what I put into my Easter chocolate bark. So today I'm gonna be using 1 bag of regular butter popcorn. Now, you can use kettle corn, which is a sweeter popcorn for this recipe, but if you like that salty sweet like I do, I prefer regular butter popcorn. We're also gonna be using some pastel sprinkles. I have some purple and green melting chocolate, some mini pretzel twists, and some pastel peanut M&Ms. So the first thing we have to do is start out with our popcorn and our pretzels. So I'm gonna take my bag of popcorn and I'm just gonna drizzle it right on my baking sheet, which I have lined with another silicone mat. Again, I'm gonna put the link in the description box for this. So like I said, about 5 cups. And I'm gonna spread that out evenly. Now, this recipe usually doesn't call for pretzels, but I like some pretzels, so I'm just going to break some of these pretzels up and put them right on top, okay? I mean, you could leave some whole, you know, it's just a matter of the kind of look you like. So I'm just gonna go do that. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the chocolate and I'm gonna melt it, and then we're gonna come back and we're going to drizzle the chocolate on top and the rest of our sprinkles and nuts. Okay, so what I've done is I've melted my chocolate, my green and my purple, and now I'm ready to just drizzle it on. Okay, so I'm just gonna start with my green. I'm just gonna drizzle all along the top. Let's start with my green, and then I'm gonna move on with my purple. And then, I'm just gonna get that towards the bottom. There you go, look at that, so colorful. And then after this, I'm gonna come back and we're gonna quickly put our sprinkles and our M&M nuts on top. All right, so what I did was I sprinkled some of the chocolate and I started putting some eggs on, like I said, because they have to go on there quickly for them to stick to the chocolate, because we kind of want this to stay together, right? So I'm just gonna put the rest of them on. I still have a little bit more chocolate here on top that I can drizzle just to let it stick. So now I'm ready to put my sprinkles on top. Look how pretty this is looking. Once you put those sprinkles on top, it's just gorgeous. Now, I'm using this for Easter, but you could make this for birthdays. You know, you can just switch it up, because this is really birthday colors here, or any kind of spring gathering. I mean, it's just an incredible recipe. It's so delicious. I think I'm probably gonna take some more of my chocolate and drizzle some on top, like I said, just to make sure that everything's sticking really good. You know, you work with it. And what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna take this, and this is gonna have to go in the freezer to harden up, and then we're gonna come back and we're going to break it up and serve it up on a nice dish. So I took the Oreos out of the freezer, and this is what they look like. They're nice and hard, they're cold. So now we're ready to dip them. So I have my chocolate melted and my vanilla chocolate melted. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a toothpick and I'm gonna put it right into one of my Oreo balls, and I'm going to just take it and plop it into the chocolate like that, see? And I take the toothpick and I roll it around, I put it back in, and then I just kind of spin the chocolate off. Now, to get rid of that drip, I have my wooden spoon here. I just kind of rub against the side of it so I get that nice, you know, bottom. And then I go right into my sprinkles, just like that. And I made a few of them for you just to see. See, I did a vanilla one and a chocolate one, and I line it right up on my pan. Now, I did these before, so they've hardened up already. So what I do is I take the toothpick out, I just, you know, kind of spin it out like that. And then I don't have to go through like 25, toothpicks. So I just do another one with the toothpick. This one I'll do a vanilla one for you. Okay, roll that right in there like that. Again, spin it. I just love the way the vanilla one looks too. It's like so colorful. And again, right back into those pastel sprinkles. And I'm gonna finish the rest of these, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna serve up everything we made today on 2 beautiful platters. Okay, my friends, so I just took the Easter bark out of the freezer and this is what it looks like. Come, take a look. Isn't that beautiful? It's so colorful. I already started breaking some of it up to put on my dish here, but I just want to show you how easily it breaks up. So come, look at this. Like here's a piece like this, you just break it in half. It's so perfect. It's light and delicious. And now over here, I have our Oreo Truffles. So beautiful and delicious. We have our dark chocolate ones and our vanilla ones. I happen to like the vanilla one, so I'm gonna take a nice taste. And I'm gonna take a bite and show you what it looks like on the inside. So, look at that. It's like nice and soft and moist on the inside. It's so delicious. For the full recipe, you can find it in the description box. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. And we'll see you next time. Serve up some more love. Take care.